Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. You are watching ITI NIMI channel Electrician. In this video, I am going to teach what is conductor, what is insulator, what is semiconductor, classification of conductors, what is standard wire gauge, and properties of insulation materials. Let us start. What is conductor? Conductors means materials that contains many free electrons and are capable of carrying an electric current are known as conductors. Means to become a conductor, okay, you take any material, okay, you take any material to become a conductor material, okay, the material must pass two conditions. Condition number one is it contains many free electrons. Second condition is are capable of carrying an electric current. Then only we can say that the material is a conductor. Okay, this is very important. Suppose the material having many free electrons but it can't capable of carrying an electric current, then we can't say that that is a conductor. Okay, and suppose the material is capable of an electric current and can't have any free electrons, then we can't say that that is a conductor. Okay, to become a conductor it must satisfy two conditions. First condition is it contains many free electrons. Okay, second condition is capable of carrying an electric current. Okay, then only we can say that that is a conductor. Okay, next point is conductors having 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons. Okay, how many electrons conductors having? Up to 3 valence electrons. Okay, then only we can say that that is a conductor. Valence electrons means, okay, the electrons in the outermost orbit of a nucleus, that is the valence electrons. Okay, what is the meaning valence? Valence means outermost orbit of a nucleus, that is the valence. Okay, the electrons present in the outermost orbit of a nucleus. Okay, then these electrons we can say that valence electrons. Okay, this is a very important point is there. This point in exam they will ask. How question will come? Conductors having how many valence electrons? Okay, this question will come. You can say that conductors having up to 3 valence electrons. Okay, the material which is having up to 3 valence electrons, we can say that that is a conductor. So friends, this is 3 points are there. Okay, this is 3 points, very important points. To become a conductor material, it contains many free electrons and are capable of carrying electric current. And third point is its valence electrons must be up to 3, 1, 2 or 3. Okay, then only we can say that that is a conductor. Okay fine, this is clear. Next, so the metals are there. Most of the metals are conductor. Okay, this is important point. Most of the metals, you take any metals, iron, copper, aluminum, okay, silver, gold, any metals. Okay, most of the metals are good conductors. Okay, the example of conductors are silver is a conductor, copper is a conductor, aluminum is also a conductor. Okay, these are the examples of conductor, right? Next, go to what is insulator. Insulators means material that have only a few free electrons and are capable of not allowing the current to pass through them are known as insulator. Okay, see here also the material to become an insulator, it must satisfy two conditions. First condition is material that have only few electrons. Okay, if there is no electrons, then that is a very good insulator. Okay, it must have few electrons. Okay, second condition is are capable of not allowing current to pass through them. Okay, the material which does not allow the current inside, okay, that material we can say that is a insulator. Okay, the definition of insulator is the material which is not allow the current to pass through them is known as insulator. Okay, or also we can say that materials that have only few free electrons and are capable of not allowing the current to pass through them are known as insulator. This is very important point. Insulator means it does not allow the current. It does not allow the current inside. That material we can say that is a insulator. Okay, the wood is there. Okay, the wood is there. Wood does not allow the current inside. Okay, that's why wood is a semiconductor material. Sorry, wood is a insulator material. Like this, rubber is there. Rubber does not allow the current inside. Okay, that's why rubber is a insulator. Next, PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, PVC also not allow any current inside. That's why this is a insulator. Likewise, porcelain. Okay, porcelain it also does not allow the current inside. That's why this is also a insulator. Like this, mica, dry paper, fiberglass. These are the examples of insulating materials. Okay, these are the insulators. Next, classification of conductors. Okay, there are many types of conductors are there. First one is bare conductor. Okay, first one is bare conductor. What is bare conductor? Bare conductors means they have no covering. Okay, suppose you took a bath and you don't wear any cloth, any pant or any shoe or any shirt, you are a bare body. Okay, like that, the conductor doesn't have any cover. Okay, the conductor doesn't have any cover, then we can say that is a bare conductor. Okay, that is a bare conductor. Okay, the next question is, these bare conductors are there now, where they are using? Okay, the most common use of bare conductors is in overhead transmission and distribution lines. Okay, these bare conductors are there now, where they are using? Overhead electrical transmission and distribution lines. This is very important point. Okay, this point will come in exam. Okay, how question will come? Where the bare conductors are used? You can say that in overhead transmission and distribution lines. Okay, this is clear. What is bare covering? What is bare conductor? They have no covering. Okay, they are naked. Okay, they have no covering. That conductor we can say that is a bare conductor. Next, insulated conductor. What is insulated conductor? Insulated conductors means they have a coating of insulation over the metal. Okay, they have a insulator. Okay, they have a cover. Okay, they have a insulating cover. That conductor we can say that is a that's a insulator conductor. What is that? Insulated conductor. Okay, insulated conductor means this is a bare conductor. This is a bare conductor. If we coat the insulator over the conductor, then we can say that this is a insulated conductor. Okay, this concept is clear, is there na? This is a insulated conductor. Next, what is stranded conductor? Okay, stranded conductors means they consist of many strands of fine wire. Okay, the bunch is there na? The bunch consists of many strands of wire. This is also one strands of wire. This is another strands of wire. Okay, this is another strands of conductor. This is also another strands of conductor. Okay, so many strands of conductors are there. Okay, so these strands of conductors, okay, we can say that this is a stranded conductor. Okay, they having strands, they having many strands. That's why we are saying these are the strands of wire. Okay, they consist of many strands of fine wire. Is called stranded conductor. I think this concept is clear. So next, what is cable? Okay, cable means a length of insulated conductor. It may also be of two or more conductor inside a single covering. Okay, see, first single covering means, see, there is only a single cover is there. Okay, there is only one cable is there. Okay, this is only single covering. This is the single covering. Okay, next, two or more conductors. See, this is also one conductor. This is also one conductor. Green is also one conductor. Orange is one conductor. Okay, these are all conductors. Okay, single cover, many conductors. Second, insulated conductor. Okay, these are all insulated conductor. Sorry. Okay, single cover, many insulated cover inside it. Okay, so definition is, what is the definition of cable? A length of insulated conductor. Okay, this is the length of insulated conductor. Okay, this is the length of insulated conductor. It may also have two or more conductor inside a single covering. These are two or more insulated conductors are there in a single covering. Okay, these type of conductors, we can say that this is a cable. This is a cable. Understand? Okay. Next, properties of insulation material. Okay, some properties must be have there. No? What is the properties of insulation material? This is very important point is there. In example, this in exam, the question will come on this topic. Okay, two fundamental properties of insulation materials are, okay, to become an insulator, to become an insulation material, the insulation material must have insulation resistance and dielectric strength. Then only we can say that this is a insulating material. Okay, this is a insulation material. Suppose the insulation material having only insulation resistance and doesn't have dielectric strength, then this is not a insulating material. Okay, suppose the insulation material having only dielectric strength and don't have insulation resistance, then we can't say it is a insulation material. Okay, this is not a insulating material. Okay, to become an insulating material, it must have two conditions. First, it must have insulation resistance and it must have dielectric strength. If the material having these 2 points, okay, these two conditions, if they pass in two conditions, then only we can say that that is an insulation material. Understand? This is very important. Okay, it will come on, it will come in exams also. Okay, next, what is insulation resistance? Okay, the properties of resistance is there, or the properties of insulating materials. First, it must have insulation resistance. What is insulation resistance? Okay, it is the electrical resistance of the insulation against the flow of current. Okay, this is a cable is there. Okay, inside a cable the conductors are there. Okay, inside the conductor current is flowing. Okay, inside the conductor the current is flowing. What is insulation resistance? It is the resistance of insulation against the flow of current. Okay, in conductor, how much current it will allow, okay, or how much current it will oppose. It's like a resistance. Okay, what is resistance? What is resistance? Resistance means the property of the material which does not allow the electric current is called resistance. Okay, same here. Insulation resistance means the conductors also having some insulation. The conductor also having some insulation resistance, okay, against the flow of current. Means inside a conductor it will opposes the current also. Like resistance, like insulators, the conductors also having some insulation resistance inside the conductor which does not allow the current. Okay, that is called insulation resistance. Okay, this insulation resistance is there. Na? This concept, something complex is there. Okay, you know what is insulation, you know what is resistance. Okay, what is insulation? Insulation means it does not allow the current inside the circuit. Okay, inside the body. That material is called insulator. What is resistance? The property of a material which opposes the flow of current is called resistance. But here the two insulation is there and resistance also is there. Okay, combined we can say the insulation resistance. Okay, this is this is something different. Okay, where it is applicable, the conductor having, okay, it is the electrical resistance of insulation against the flow of current. Inside a conductor, it does not allow the current. Okay, we can say that is the insulation resistance, or we can also say that how much current it can carry. Okay, also we can say that the conductor is there, the conductor is there, how much current it will carry. Okay, how much insulation it has, how much insulation resistance the conductor has. Okay, like this also we can say that. Okay, to test the insulation resistance, okay, to test the insulation resistance of a conductor, we are using insulation tester. Okay, the insulation tester is Megger. Okay, with the help of Megger, we can test the insulation resistance of a conductor. This is very, very important. Insulation resistance of a conductor. Okay, next, what is dielectric strength? Okay, this is another property of insulator. What is dielectric strength? It measure how much potential difference the insulation layer can withstand without breakdown. Okay, this is the dielectric strength. Okay, dielectric strength of a cable or dielectric strength of a wire, we can say that. Suppose there is a wire is there. Okay, I send 24 volt. Okay, the 24 volt. Okay, the cable is working fine, it can't burn. Okay, then again I will send 240 voltage, still wire still the insulation is working properly. Then I will send 440 volt, then also the wire is the insulation is working fine, means the conductor is working fine. Okay, if I send 11 kV, what will happen? The insulator, the coating is there, the insulating material coating is there, it will burnt out. Okay, if I send heavy voltage, the insulating coating is there on the conductor. This is the insulating coating, it will burnt out. Okay, so what is dielectric strength? Dielectric strength means how much current it can withstand without burnt. Okay, how much voltage you can send inside a conductor without damage of its resistance. Okay, without damage its insulation resistance. Okay, without damaging its insulation. Okay, without damaging its insulation coating. That much of that voltage is there, that is, we can say that is the breakdown voltage, or we can say that dielectric strength. It has a dielectric strength of 230 voltage, dielectric strength 230 voltage, dielectric strength of 440 voltage, dielectric strength of 11 kV, means up to dielectric strength of 11 kV means up to 11 kV voltage, the insulating coating is there, the insulator is there, it can withstand. Okay, dielectric strength of 440 voltage. Okay, it means that you can pass up to 440 voltage in that conductor. Understand? Okay, if 230 voltage dielectric strength means you can pass a 230 voltage on that conductor. If you pass more than 230 voltage, the conductor insulating material is there, it will burnt. Okay, the maximum voltage, how much conductor can carry, how much insulator can withstand. Okay, that voltage we can say that dielectric strength. Okay, we can say that is the dielectric strength. Okay, this is clear. Okay, the simple logic is there. Okay, it is not a very hard, the simple is there. Okay, I will repeat it once again. The simple is there. Dielectric strength means how much voltage the insulating material it can withstand. Okay, without breakdown or without burnt. Okay, that voltage we can say that breakdown voltage or dielectric strength. Understand? This is clear. Next, what is semiconductor? Okay, what is semiconductor? A semiconductor is a material that has some characteristics of both conductor and insulator. Okay, what is semiconductor? It has the characteristics of conductor. What is the characteristics of conductor? Conductor means it conducts the current. Okay, what is insulator? It opposes the current. It does not allow the current. Okay, so semiconductor means the material sometimes conduct the current, sometimes does not allow the current. Okay, that type of materials we can say that semiconductor materials. This is clear? Next. So semiconductor materials are there na. Semiconductor materials are there na. Their valence electrons must contain 4 electrons. Okay, then only we can say that that is a semiconductor materials. This is very important point. This point will ask in the exam. Okay, suppose the semiconductor materials having 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons, then it is not a semiconductor material. Okay, it becomes a conductor material. Okay, conductor means valence electrons must be for conductor 1, 2 or 3. Valence electrons up to 3, that is conductor. When it is 4, that is a semiconductor. Okay, more than 4, that is a insulator. This is very important. Okay, up to 3 conductor, 4 semiconductor, more than 4 valence electrons, that is a insulator. Okay, this is very important. So common examples of pure semiconductor materials are silicon and germanium. Okay, silicon is there na, this is a semiconductor material. Germanium is there na, this is also a semiconductor material. Sometimes conduct, sometimes not conduct. That material is called semiconductor materials having 4 valence electrons. Okay, this is a semiconductor materials. Okay friends, let's start next. So what is standard wire gauge? Okay, wire gauge is there na, this is the wire gauge. What is standard wire gauge? Okay, what is the use of this gauge? Okay, to measure the size of wire, an instrument called standard wire gauge is used. Okay? Means to measure the conductor dia. Okay, to measure the conductor dia or to measure the size of the wire. Okay, the instrument is used, the device is used. Okay, the device name is standard wire gauge. Okay, the device name is standard wire gauge. In this topic, I will say you one important point. Okay, this standard wire gauge is there na? Is it? It is while checking the wire with conductor, sorry, with insulator or without insulator material checking. Means how can I say that? Suppose to measure before before measure the size of the conductor. Okay, shall we check the conductor size with insulation or without insulation? Okay, this is very important point. Okay, shall we check the conductor dia with insulation or without insulation? Okay, this is very important point. Okay, so I will tell you the answer. To measure the size of a wire, okay, we should remove the insulation. First, we should remove the insulation of a wire. Means we can only check bare conductor. Okay, we are checking only bare conductor, size of the bare conductor. This is very important point. Okay, we are only checking the bare conductor size with the standard wire gauge. Okay friends, I think you understand it. Okay, so thanks for watching my YouTube channel. In next video I will explain the remaining topic. Okay, bye.